Multitool, just the ones that are in the case over there?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
There's a gentleman over there running the department. You might know what that is.
Okay, thank you.
I can hear him over there. So.
I lost my Leatherman Way Plus Black. $100. Hopefully I'll find it somewhere. But in the meantime, Leatherman's out and Ozark Trail is in. Now I've been using my Swiss Army knife. This, hopefully I can't get lost. But I really missed the pliers. And so I remember, you know, people talking about this really inexpensive Ozark Trail multi-tool. Now they've got a couple different levels of this. They've got one that's looked like it was $50. I don't quite understand that, but that's probably going to be a better competitor. But this comes with a sheath. It says 12-in-1 tools, and I'll be using this Ozark Trail multi-tool, and we'll see. We'll compare it to the things I liked on the Leatherman. This isn't very heavy. Right off, I can see we have a much smaller blade. We've got Phillips screwdriver. I don't know what this little thing is. We're gonna have to look at some of these things. We've got, let's deploy everything. I assume this is supposed to be, oh no, this is the bottle opener. We had a can opener of sorts. We have the Phillips screwdriver. Oh, we have a serrated blade. We have a smaller screwdriver. And of course, it's more difficult to deploy the tools, but I'll be, I probably got some with me. I've actually got some oil from Leatherman or Swiss Army, maybe it's Swiss Army. It's spring loaded. It's got a little spring in here. I don't know if you can see that very well. And so let's see, we have a case with it. You know, I tell you this time, you know, I'm gonna be wary of the fact that when this starts getting loose, I'm gonna throw the case out and get another one. I thought there was a little sheet in here, but there isn't. Instruction sheet. It does say that we've got long nose pliers, regular pliers, wire cutter, knife, bottle opener, can opener, Phillips screwdriver, all file saw, medium slotted screwdriver, small slotted screwdriver. So let's see if we can get some of the other tools deployed. Wow, that's going to be hard. I don't have the longest thumbnails today. Yeah, these are quite stiff, and they don't lock. They had an Ozark trail that locked, but it was $50. So part of me was like saying, if I'm going to spend $50, might as well go and get the Leatherman. The guy there did have a, what do I want to say? Oh, he had a Gerber that he showed me that he said he personally liked. I don't know if he has it or he just likes it, but okay, there's our file. And what opened up with it is, I kind of don't know what that is, this little tool here. And there's another tool here. It's funny, they all have this kind of funny shape to them. This thing, the small tools all have this little divot, like it fits in something. I don't know what the story is there. There is one more tool here to deploy. There we go. So there it is. It's got all these tools, and obviously it's extremely tight. Now I would wager this is going to loosen up really and be really loose, but the point is, can this replace the Leatherman temporarily at least? Now of course, my most liked feature of the Leatherman was you could deploy it with one hand. The things were on the outside, not on the inside. So, and this doesn't have any locking tools. I paid $3.38 for this. I had a $5 coupon, so basically this Leatherman tool you can get at Leatherman Type, Multitool, whatever. You can get at Walmart for $9 with taxes. $8.38 I think I spent. So I did have to ask about it because I knew it was carded, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I got the manager of the department, and he says, "Oh yeah, we have those, but we didn't have a location." So he pulled out like 3 or 4 of these that he had down below, and there you go. Let's see, does it fit in the case well? Oh yeah, sure it does. Wow. That's bad. I'm going to have trouble with using the case. There. Hopefully that will loosen up too. And we've got the thing on the back as well. So anyway, we're going to try to use this for a little while. Hopefully we'll still end up buying the other one, like I say, my Swiss Army knife, I said, I'm not going to lose this. So I tied it to my keychain, which is really clunky. So here's a little card that says, it tells you the tool location. So we could go through that and see. Of course, the plier end of it, they're saying, is, you know, is 3 tools. They're saying it's regular pliers. How do they get calling it 3? Needle nose, this part of it, regular pliers, this part of it, and then the overlapping pieces of metal here, they're saying that that is a wire cutter. Then we get the file, we've got the saw. I wouldn't call this a saw. I would call it, I think they're calling this serrated blade a saw, but serrated blades and saws are very different. Yeah, they're calling that a saw. That isn't quite right. But, you know, and 2, you know, when things get so inexpensive, you can afford to lose them, if, you know, or whatever. Now, there'd always be a controversy about, would I put this in a little survival kit in the car? And it's like, well, financially I could. It's only like $8. You throw it in there and you got it when you need it. But then you got to consider, if you really have an emergency, do you want to have one of the least expensive things you could have bought in that kit, or do you want something better? That's why a lot of the survival kits fall down, is what they choose to put in it for a knife. Because, you know, like I say, the Leatherman Plus or some other knives around there are going to cost you $100. So they're basically going to have to add $100 on. And this fits in one way, just so you can see. You can jam it in there. I guess you can do that, but it fits much better with the narrow end going in the case. But so, you know, then you all of a sudden have increased your cost of your kit by $100. So usually kits skimp on knives and put a pour knife in, and so that's something you're gonna have to decide. You know, how important it is. I would think if it's really an emergency, it's going to be really important to have a really expensive tool. But then, if you've got a $100 tool knife in your Leatherman, in your safety kit or whatever it is, you're probably going to pull that out and start using it. And so then once you do that, it isn't in your kit anymore. It's in, you've got it, maybe you'll end up losing it, breaking it or whatever, and then you look back in your kit and when you need it and you don't have a knife. So that's something to consider. But we'll try some of these out and see how well we can do with it. Bye.